Hello viewers, welcome to Biblical Hot Topics. I just took this time to share something that I've been very concerned with. I don't consider myself a YouTuber, I guess because I am not keeping up with the criteria of YouTube. But when my spiritual team enlightens me with something, I bring it to my people. And I bring it to the rest of the world too. Some things are not just for my people, it's for the rest of the world. But here lately, and before lately, I could say, I notice when God give me certain things, people come along to snatch it away from me. And what I mean by that is I don't make a lot of videos, but I'll get in the comment areas to be part of the community of the people that's concerned about certain issues. And I learned that as soon as I complete my comment, I can go back into the computer maybe 5, 10, maybe 15, maybe even 20 minutes later and find that my whole comment has been removed. And then after my comment has been removed, I find that the podcast that I made this comment on are using portions of my talking points. Now, for the part of my secondary education that I did get, and you all would call a college education, for that secondary part of my education that I did get is it's okay. It's okay to use people suggestions or their talking points. It's okay. But it's only ethical to say, well, according to this person, I'm using this, and you give it back to the person instead of taking it to be something that you created. Now, I'm not going to call any names, but the last incident I had with this situation here is I was on a podcast, and we was talking about Pan-Africanism. And a young lady had come on there on one of the comments, and she had sent me a reply, and she was talking about, because I had mentioned tribes, and she was talking about the whole thing was about Pan-Africanism. So I explained to her why I was using tribes. Tribes was something that our history in biblical times had described us as. And this is what I mentioned in the comment. We were called the tribes of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. We were also called the Israelites. And so the tribal system was based on our culture. And I explained to this young lady that she was suggesting that I should say kingdom. But there was a kingdom at one point. But before the kingdom, there was our tribes. And so if I am going back to my roots, I have to go back to my roots and go from the tribes, from what the roots extended from. See, there's a root before there's a tree. There's a root before there's any kind of vegetation, a flower or anything. And so I went back to my culture. I don't have a religion. I'm not religious. And one of the first things people ask me is, what's your religion? I don't have a religion. I am just interested because I learned that over the years, I guess I can call myself a scholar. Because over the years I have studied and I have pondered and I have stayed up to 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning consulting what I thought was, the actual God. And since he knew what my intentions was, he still responded to me. but not to the fact that, you know, that he's responding to me now. So, but I let her know that the basis of our culture was tribes. And there was rules and there was laws for our tribes. We could not marry outside of our tribe. And so I had certain people come and say, well, you know, I don't like the word tribe. It don't make no difference what you like. It don't make no difference what you like. If this was part of our culture and our practice and our tradition, it don't make any difference what you like. Stop that. You know, we have so much pride that we can't learn anything, and we need to stop that. So I just want, humbly, I just want to learn the things of my culture. I want to learn the traditions of my culture. I want to learn about the things that was taken away from me. I want to learn what it really means to be created in the image of God and the likeness of God. And I can't do that if every 10 years the criteria changes to Pan-Africanism or whatever you say, because that's old-fashioned and that's primitive. No, it's not primitive. It's not primitive, my people. If you want to start anything, you go back to the root. You go back to the history. You don't go on the new stuff, because the new stuff is diluted. It's diluted. It's something that someone else got, and then they changed it to fit their narrative. And so, no, I will not be bombarded with that. And I just want to say, it is disrespectful when I come into a community. And I want to say this too. When God give me something and you steal it, you stole from God. When God give me something and you steal it, and I hear my talking points, you stole it from God. Because it keep happening. I didn't want to do a video like this, but it keeps happening. When God give you something, he give you something. When God give me something, he give me something to speak. He give you something to speak. He don't give me something for you to take from me as your own. At least acknowledge me. According to biblical hot topics, the video such and such and so, this is what was said. Now you're acknowledging me, and you should have, if any of you had any kind of secondary college influence, you would know that. Because the college education, I'm not putting it down. But when it comes between heaven and earth, the college education is secondary. The spiritual education is esoteric. If it's esoteric, then it's not of the 3D. It's spiritual. And so I cannot put the two together, regardless of what you want me to say. And so I guess this is my problem. I will not say anything that people just want me to say. So, my whole point is if we're going to become a people that's going to ultimately love and respect each other, if we're going to become a people that's going to make the changes that need to be changed, we got to first start out by respecting each other. We got to respect is the first step to this thing. You can't take my talking points and pretend like it was something that you originated. You can't do that. That's thievery. It's theft. If God didn't give it to you, then you shouldn't be the one to initiate it and erase me. Do you know how? And I'm not going to say do you know, because I know you know. If you are a content creator, creating content is not easy. It's not easy. It takes study. It takes meditation. It takes spiritual downloads. It takes personal time. It takes energy. And then sometimes after I'm done, I'm tired. So if I exert that type of energy, you should be ashamed to just come and take it from me, use my talking points, and act like I never exist. You are rude, ignorant and disrespectful. I'm sorry, but let me say what it is. And so I'm not mad at you. What I'm saying is you need to stop doing that. If I use your talking points, I would say according to whoever, I don't want to call no names because they may insinuate that I'm talking about them. According to whoever on the video made such and such a date or whatever, or the name of the video, I will use it at that point. I will use your talking points. But you don't just steal people's talking points. That's unethical. And we need to start by respecting one another. We can start right here, right now. And we can do it publicly. Some things we don't need to do publicly. But to respect each other, we need to do that publicly. Okay? So that's all I have to say. So I love you. I love the world. I love all the viewers, everybody that's listening, because everybody that's listening should be listening. They should be listening. You know, because all of this hate and discrimination and all of this, I'm going to count this person out. Don't you see where it's leading? Don't you see where it's leading? It's going to lead to destruction. And especially destruction of your system. It's going to lead to destruction of your, even if you're a personal person, of your personal endeavors. And you need to stop. And that's what I'm saying. You know, when God made me in his image and his likeness, he made me as a helpmate. Now, sometimes people misconstrue that to think, well, in order for you to be a helpmate, you got to have a husband. No. God already knew the black men was going to go their own way. God already knew that his laws was going to be disobeyed, and that he knew that the women was going to be on their own. So you know what he did with that? You know what he did with that? He made the black woman stronger. He made her strong. But she had to hurt first. And with all the hurt that she had, with all the years of hurt that she had, I would say at 180 degrees, she got 180 degrees of progress coming. And the reason why the system is failing is because abuse of power. So she got it coming because the balance have to happen. The balance happens in the universe. And so, you know, you all need to understand this. While you stealing and doing all kinds of stuff and thinking that you undercover and this person don't know and nobody know. How would I not know when I stayed up night and day creating my content for you to come and steal it and think and have people think you're the originator because I'm not getting the views that you're getting. So you're the originator because you got 300,000 subscribers and I don't. That is unethical. And we need to stop it. And so that's all I need to say. That's all I need to say. So I'm to the point now. You know, like I said, I was very active on YouTube in the different communities, you know, on the different podcasts and their comments. I will not be doing that anymore. I won't be doing that anymore because, you know, they sit and wait for me. I noticed this. They sit and wait for me to leave my comments. And I would say like 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes after I do my comments disappear. And then suddenly I hear people using my talking points. And that is totally unethical. It is not of God. Okay? And I'm not going to sit here and act like it's okay when it's not. Okay? I give you this message in love and in peace. And this is for anybody who's listening. Okay, so I'm going to sign off. And I hope you got something from this message. Because when you are unethical, which is theft, you know what? There's consequences. There's universal laws. There's consequences to everything you do. There's consequences. You need to apologize, but I don't expect you to. I don't expect you to. I laid this whole thing out to this young lady because she came to me humbly. And she was saying what she felt or what she thinks she learned. But you got to be careful about what you learn today, because what you learn today, I learned, is a bunch of lies. That's why I say my education, my primary education is esoteric, and my secondary education is of the system. So if all you got is college degrees and stuff, you need to start all over again. Because you can bet 50% of it is probably lies. I'm sorry, this is what I've learned through my research. Be respectful to me and I will be respectful to you. I will never take your talking points and not acknowledge you that I'm using them. Thank you for tuning into Biblical Hot Topics. And I will see you for the next video. Because I will not be sharing with these people anymore if this is their MO, their mode of operation. I will not be sharing with them if their mode of operation is to steal and pretend like they're the originators. You are a thief. That's theft. You're a thief. Okay? The Word of God tells us to correct each other in love. And I correct you in love. Thank you for tuning in. And have a good day.